Finally, it is spring training season, guys. Just about 619 HD here, bringing you a MLB The Show 2012 gameplay in the background. And let's get to it and actually talk about the rumors, the updates, even some predictions and stuff for you guys today. And it's going to be all on what's happening right now in spring training. And the prediction is going to be going towards who I think is going to be, or the two teams that I think are going to be at the very top. And I'm talking about an AL team and a National League team. I'm not going to do it by leagues. I'm going to do it by normal standings and stuff and go by normal team kind of ranking. So first off, we're going to start with Curtis Granderson, who actually could possibly be out until May. And that's going to be kind of a shocker for the Yankees because they need him for power. And also left outfield as well, because I don't think they got anybody solid right now that is kind of ready to go for left field. I know they got veterans, and I don't know if they still have that one guy. I think it's not who I'm talking about. It's actually, I think it's I don't know. I don't know any Yankees people, so I'm not going to talk about it. Let's just continue to what I was actually saying about who I actually think could just replace him, and I'm not going to name names, basically. So, like I said, minor league, it could possibly happen, but I highly doubt it. And there's actually kind of there was a rumor saying that there's a potential doubt saying that they could possibly go for a veteran, possibly trade for it, and maybe or either buy a veteran that is pretty cheap and still good, actually. And there was rumors saying Vernon Wells could possibly be a person that they could either trade or sign for. I don't know if I think he's a free agent, so they would actually buy him and use him to basically play as left field until Curtis Granderson comes in, and then they'll probably bench him or either send them down is the other way. But if it's a big contract, I highly doubt it that they'll send him down and let a minor league player play in that division with 30,000 under his belt, or 40,000, or maybe even 10,000 under his belt. That would be pretty shocking. So, since Curtis Granderson's down, let's get to the next topic and actually talk about the rumor, the one rumor that is actually a trade. And I'm for sure a lot of New York Yankees remember this guy. He started in New York. And his name is Alfonso Sorano, and there is actually a trade rumor today saying that New York Yankees are actually pleased that they will pay the rest of his contract. So that's kind of a pro for the Cubs, that they don't have to really pay his contract anymore if this trade happens. And the con for the Yankees is the 32 to 34 extra million that they have to pay towards 2 years. So if you split that in half, that is at least 16 to possibly 18 million per year for just a guy that is 36 years old. And I'm for sure he highly doesn't how would I say this, he doesn't really earn it right now, if you guys think of it. That's kind of a lot for a veteran. And if he even lasts and does that good, and I bet they're hoping he does that good still and can still put up home run numbers and do good in the left field. And that's kind of the reason why they want to go towards him, is that he's still putting up power numbers for a 36-year-old, and I think he is still healthy and in shape. I think he's just a perfect fit for a couple months. I think this guy could possibly get traded to the Yankees and basically go back to where he started. And I think the fans will be happy about it. And I don't know who they would trade, but I'm hoping it's somebody that the Cubs will definitely accept, and then he would go over there. So that's kind of like the trade rumor that I have found out, and then that's what led to Vernon Wells possibly be getting signed at maybe. That's a maybe. I highly doubt it will happen, but I think this one will be the best pick to actually go towards if they want to replace the left field with somebody that's still good. So next up, this is going to be a little short, but the Tigers are looking not to trade this season. And this is just a rumor right now, and I don't know if it's really confirmed, but they really don't need anybody. And I know that they're going towards possibly a second best righty, and I'm guessing it's pitching. So that's going to be hard, because I'm for sure their contracts and all that stuff are pretty much holding them back on money. So I'm guessing they don't have that much left in the tank to actually buy anybody. So let's get to it, and actually before we run out of time and get to the very last thing that I actually want to talk about baseball related stuff is actually my prediction. And I guess I might as well just pinpoint out why I picked them and stuff. So I'm going to start with the National League side. And I already just got done talking about the Cubs a little bit, but I picked the Chicago Cubs right now because they're pitching. If you go by stats and all that stuff right now, the pitching is actually doing pretty good. They're like the third or fourth best pitching staff right now in the spring training season. And I know that is not going to tell the future of the Cubs, but still, if it does, and if they use the same kind of, how should I say this? If their pitching staff does as good as what they're doing right now, they could possibly have a bright future this season and actually maybe have a dominated one for once. I know they've been wanting a really good season for a very long time, and I know it's taken them a very long time to get to where they're at right now. I know they've gone through so many players, they've gone through so many staff members and all that stuff, and managers. I know it's just been terrifying for them, but this could possibly be a really solid year for them on possibly pitching, since they got a former Twins player, Scott Baker, and if he does really good this year and if he's healthy, he'll be a really good piece to their puzzle and will definitely help them out in pitching for sure, because he was a really good guy back when he was in Minnesota. And they also have another former Twins player there that's been there for a couple of years, and that's Matt Garza, and if they keep him, they'll do good, I would say, because he's kind of how would I say this? He's their ace pitcher, I'm guessing right now, and with Scott Baker coming in, he could possibly be the new ace pitcher, and Matt Garza might not like that because he might be bumped down the second or third person to start, and that could possibly get him working more actually and getting better numbers out there. So it's kind of some of their pitching side, and their hitting is actually doing pretty okay, but I have a feeling that they'll do good. I know that's just kind of their minor league and major league players kind of mixed in right now. They don't have their kind of skilled kind of players in right now this early, but they could actually probably do good for once. And I think this will be definitely a good season compared to last season. I don't think they did that great, and they definitely need people. So Scott Baker, was actually a good add-on. And then the very final team that I pick is the Cleveland Indians. How about that? 2 C's, and I picked them because they're really, really on fire right now for hitting, but I know their pitching's not that great. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video on my predictions and updates and all that stuff, and there'll be more baseball in the future really quick actually. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya later.